In a small village, surrounded by green hills and wildflowers, there lived an elderly woman named Marta. She was known for her wisdom and kindness, and spent her days tending a small farm, which, although modest, was a haven of peace and simplicity. Among the animals she lovingly cared for was a donkey named Joachim, known for being stubborn and disobedient. Since he was young, Joachim always tested Marta's patience, escaping from the corral and refusing to follow instructions. Even with all his antics, Marta never treated him harshly, believing that he would learn with time. She knew that behind the stubbornness, there was a kind heart waiting to be discovered. One morning, Joachim decided that he no longer needed Marta's guidance. He thought he was too smart to follow the farm's routines, and with a push, escaped through the corral gate. The donkey ran through the fields, jumping over the fences and feeling the wind on his face, believing he was finally free. For hours he explored unfamiliar terrain, relishing the feeling of independence. However, as time passed, reality began to weigh in. Hunger set in, and he realized he was very far from Marta's farm. He saw a plantation in the distance and decided to feed. Upon approaching, Joachim was greeted with hostility by other animals that guarded the place and were not willing to share their food with an intruder. The donkey soon understood that his journey to freedom was not as sweet as he imagined. With no choice, Joachim continued wandering until night fell and the cold enveloped him. He found shelter under a tree, but the comfort of his old life on Marta's farm never left his mind. The warmth of the straw bed, the fresh carrots, and the caress of his owner now seemed like a distant dream. Tired and lonely, Joachim wondered if he had really made the best decision by running away. Deep down, he knew that, out of pride, he had walked away from someone who only wanted the best for him. The stubbornness that once guided him now trapped him in a bitter and difficult situation. In the days that followed, Joachim continued to wander, increasingly weaker, and with his body punished by hunger and fatigue. The harsh reality of life without Marta weighed more and more, until, one day, he met a farmer who forced him to work hard in exchange for some food. Joachim, accustomed to Marta's care, found himself faced with a situation he never imagined he would face. Hard work and rough treatment were constant. He pulled plows and carried loads, but he never received the affection he once had from his former owner. On a cold night, while looking at the starry sky, Joachim realized that the freedom he had so desired had no value without Marta's love and patience. He understood that, in his stubbornness, he had distanced himself from those who loved him most. With a heart full of regret, the donkey decided it was time to return home. Walking for long days, he finally saw Marta's farm. What was once a place full of life and joy now seemed desolate and silent. Joachim realized that his owner was gone. Sadness invaded his heart, and he approached the small house, hoping to find some sign of Marta. As he walked through the yard, he saw a small grave, with a simple cross, marked with its owner's name. Tears flowed from his eyes, and Joachim, overwhelmed with remorse, lay down next to the grave, regretting the time he had wasted away from those who loved him most. Old Marta was gone, but her love and patience had left an eternal mark on the donkey's heart. The story of Marta and Joachim teaches us that often, pride and disobedience keep us away from the things that matter most. Joachim learned the hard way that the true value of life lies in love and gratitude for those who care for us. May we learn to recognize what we have before it is too late. And may regret not make us miss the chance to value those who are by our side.